That evening, Elara was the happiest woman in the village of Oakhaven. Her two sons, Liam and Ethan, were finally coming back home, not just for a visit, but to take her with them to the bustling city. She had raised them alone since her husband passed away many years ago. Life had been a struggle. She sold fruits, carried heavy loads, and worked on people's farms just to send them to school. Now, after all the pain and sacrifice, they were coming for her. Liam had called her 3 days ago. "Mom, get ready," he'd said excitedly. "We're coming to get you this weekend. We've bought a big house in the city of Sterling. From now on, you'll live with us." Tears had streamed down her face. "Oh, my son. Thank you. God bless you both. We'll be there on Saturday morning. Pack everything you want to take," he promised. That evening, Elara decided to visit someone, her elder sister, Beatrice. It had been a long time since she'd seen Beatrice. They didn't talk much. Elara knew her sister was a difficult woman, always complaining and bitter, but she thought it was only right to inform her. She tied her shawl and walked to Beatrice's compound. The moon was high and the wind was cool. When Beatrice saw her, she was surprised. "Elara, you came to my house at this hour. I hope everything is all right." Elara smiled. "No problem, my sister. I came to share some good news." Beatrice raised her eyebrows. "Good news? You've suddenly gotten rich," she said mockingly. Elara laughed. "Not money, but joy." She sat down and told her everything. "My sons are coming tomorrow to take me to Sterling. They bought a house. They said I will never suffer again. I will finally live in peace." Beatrice didn't smile. She didn't say, "Congratulations." She only stared. "You mean they're taking you to the city to live with them? And I wasn't informed?" "I'm telling you now. That's why I came," Elara said kindly. "We'll stop by to greet you before we leave." Beatrice nodded slowly. "Okay, safe journey." Elara stood up and hugged her. "I just wanted you to know." As she left, Beatrice watched her with burning eyes, her face twisted with jealousy and anger. "She wants to leave me here and go enjoy her life after all the years I've suffered. Me, the elder sister." She entered her room and locked the door. That night, Beatrice didn't sleep. Her eyes stayed open, staring at the ceiling. Around midnight, she stood up quietly, tied her scarf, and left the house through the back door. She walked in the darkness, heading straight to the edge of the village to the house of a local medicine man known as Baba Chaik. She knocked 3 times. "Who is that?" a deep voice asked. "Beatrice, I need your help." The door opened slowly. Inside, the room was dim, filled with smoke and the smell of burnt herbs. Baba Chaik was sitting on a mat, his face half covered in white chalk. "Speak," he said. "My sister's sons are coming to take her away from this village. They are rich now. She will leave me behind and forget me forever." The medicine man looked at her with tired eyes. "What do you want me to do?" "I want those boys to turn against their mother. Let them hate her. Let them reject her. Let them choose me instead." Baba Chaik closed his eyes and reached for a small calabash. He shook it, then poured some black powder onto a cloth. "Do you have anything that belongs to them?" "No, but I will make sure they eat in my house tomorrow." He nodded. "Good. Mix this powder in their food. Don't let your sister know. Once they eat it, their hearts will change. They will turn against her completely." Beatrice collected the powder with shaky hands and gave him money. "Thank you. Make sure it works." The old man laughed. "It will work, but know this, whatever you plant, you will harvest." Beatrice didn't care. She left before morning, her eyes sharp with wickedness. The next day arrived. Liam and Ethan drove into the village around 10 a.m. Their SUV was shining. Villagers gathered as the two young men stepped out, looking smart and handsome. Elara ran to hug them with tears in her eyes. "My sons, you kept your promise." "Mom, you look so young," Ethan said. "We missed you." "I've been counting the days," she said, smiling. "Come inside, rest. I cooked your favorite stew." They entered her small house and sat down to eat. They laughed, joked, and shared memories of when they were children. After they finished, Elara spoke softly. "My children," she said with a proud smile, "before we leave for the city, go and greet my sister, Beatrice. She's your auntie. She's been asking after you. She said she misses you both so much." Liam looked away and frowned. "Do we have to, Mom? That woman never cared about us. She didn't even call when I graduated from college. Not even a simple message." Ethan nodded in agreement. "Mom, we're in a hurry. We should be on the road already." "Please," Elara said gently. "She's your auntie. I already promised her. Just go and greet her. She said she made something special. It won't take long." The brothers exchanged a quick look. Liam shrugged. "Okay, just a quick visit. We'll be back in 10 minutes. "Good," Elara said. "Go quickly. I've already packed my bags. By the time you return, I'll be waiting outside." The boys got into the car and drove off to Beatrice's house. Beatrice stood in front of her small house, already waiting. She had seen their car pass earlier and had quickly gone to warm the food she had prepared overnight. Her heart beat fast, not with excitement, but with dark intentions. When the car parked and Liam and Ethan stepped out, she opened her arms wide and walked toward them, smiling. "My children, my eyes have seen joy today. Look at how big and handsome you both are." "Good morning, Auntie," Liam said coldly. Ethan forced a small smile. "Mom said you wanted to see us." "Yes." Beatrice said. "I've missed you, too. Come and sit. Come inside." They entered the living room. It smelled like fresh chicken stew. The table was already set with steaming rice and fried chicken. "I made this myself," Beatrice said proudly. "Sit down. Eat. This is your home." Liam shook his head. "Thank you, Auntie, but we already ate at home. Mom made yam porridge." Beatrice's face tightened slightly. "So, you ate your mother's food, but you can't even taste mine?" No, it's not like that," Ethan said quickly. "We're just in a hurry. We have to leave soon." Beatrice's eyes darkened. She stepped closer to them. "Just taste it. You know your mother won't mind. Or are you saying my food is not good enough?" Liam sighed. "Okay, just a little." They sat down slowly and picked up their spoons. As soon as they placed the first bite in their mouths, Beatrice smiled to herself. She watched them closely. She had secretly mixed a dark powder into the food that morning, just as the medicine man had instructed. The powder was invisible, tasteless, and dangerous. It didn't hurt the body, but it attacked the heart. The food was sweet. Ethan took more than one bite. Liam tried to stop eating, but Beatrice pushed more chicken onto his plate. "Eat, my son," she said. "You've grown so thin. Look at your bones." 10 minutes later, the mood changed. Liam dropped his spoon suddenly and looked around. His eyes blinked fast. His chest felt heavy. Ethan rubbed his forehead. His thoughts felt strange. He remembered his mother's face, but something was different. His heart was no longer warm. His chest was full of doubt. Beatrice leaned closer, her voice soft. "My sons, do you know why I called you here?" They looked at her slowly. "I'm the only sister your mother has. But she has never told you the truth. Liam frowned. What truth? Beatrice sighed deeply and sat back. Your mother. She's the one who killed your father. Both boys stared at her in silence. You remember how your father died suddenly, right? Healthy man, full of life. Then one night, gone. He didn't fall sick. He didn't complain of anything. That's not ordinary. That was years ago, Ethan said quietly. Beatrice nodded. And yet nobody asked questions. She buried him so fast. No proper investigation, no explanation. Your father confided in me before his death. He told me he suspected her. She was always going to see a native man behind the farm. He warned me that if anything happened to him, it was Alara. Liam and Ethan remained quiet. The powder was already working. Every word she spoke felt real, believable. Their memories twisted. They remembered strange looks, quiet whispers, things that made no sense before, but now felt suspicious. But Mom raised us with love, Ethan said, trying to resist. Beatrice leaned forward. She raised you because she felt guilty. That woman has a dark past, but I've kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to scatter the family, until now. Liam stood up slowly. His face had changed. Daniel looked at his brother and said, "Let's go." Beatrice smiled gently. It's fine. Just think about what I've said. Don't let lies lead you. They left without saying another word. When they got back to their mother's house, Alara was sitting outside on a bench, dressed beautifully in her best shawl and headscarf. Her small travel bag was beside her. She smiled brightly when she saw them. Ah, my sons, welcome back. Let me go and pick my Bible, then we can go. But Liam didn't smile. Ethan looked away. Alara noticed the change immediately. Is everything okay? Liam crossed his arms. We've changed our minds. Alara blinked. What? Ethan cleared his throat. We think Auntie Beatrice needs us more. What are you saying? Alara asked in a soft voice. I thought we planned this. Liam stared at her with cold eyes. We don't want to take you anymore. Tears instantly filled Alara's eyes. Is it something I did? Did I offend you? Neither of them answered. She stepped closer to Liam, holding his hand. Liam, you're my first son. Look into my eyes and tell me what happened. Liam pulled his hand away. You're not the woman I thought you were. Alara's mouth opened, but no words came out. You think I'm a bad person? Ethan whispered. Auntie Beatrice told us everything. We know the truth. What truth? Alara asked weakly. That you killed our father. Her whole body shook. She looked up at them, lips trembling. You believe that? Liam turned and walked toward the car. Ethan hesitated. His eyes met his mother's, but the powder still held his heart. Alara whispered, Go. If that is what you want, but I know the truth, and one day you will, too. He turned away and followed his brother. Alara sat alone in silence. The house felt empty. She stood up slowly and walked to the back of the house. She followed the narrow path that led to the village graveyard. She reached her husband's grave and fell on her knees. She placed both hands on the cement and cried, Peter, I thought Beatrice loved me. I trusted her. I didn't know she hated me this much. She sobbed loudly. She has turned my sons against me. They don't even look at me the same. They left me behind, Peter. I should have listened to them. They didn't want to go to her house. I forced them. I told them to greet her. Now see, this is my fault. She lowered her voice and whispered his name. Peter. They said I killed you. Me? Your wife? You're Elara. If I am truly responsible for your death, please call me to join you. I will not argue. But if I'm not, please fight for me. Speak for me. This pain is too much. She cried harder. Her voice broke. My evil sister has taken my place. She now sits where I should sit. My sons call her mother now. I have no one left. Oh Lord, please help me. She remained on the grave for a long time talking, crying, begging. Then slowly she stood up, wiped her face, and walked back home quietly. 2 weeks passed in the city of Sterling. One evening, Ethan met Liam in the living room. Ethan sat beside him quietly for a while, then spoke. Liam, what we did to Mom is wrong, he said. Liam didn't answer. Ethan continued, that woman suffered for us. She trained us alone. She gave us everything she had. Now we left her in the village and brought her elder sister here. Auntie Beatrice didn't contribute anything to our lives. It's not fair. Liam looked up and frowned. I'm not interested in this talk right now, he said. Brother, think about it. She's our real mother, our biological mother, for goodness sake. Even if she was wrong, we should have heard from her. We judged her without proof. I said, I'm not interested, Liam snapped and stood up. Ethan sat back quietly, disappointed. Unknown to them, Beatrice was standing in the hallway. She had heard everything. Her eyes burned with anger. She rushed into her room, picked up her phone, and called Baba Chaik, the medicine man. Baba, I thought you said the charm would work on both of them, she said angrily. Why is that stupid Ethan talking about his mother? Why is he remembering things? Baba replied calmly. I told you the powder was strong but not permanent. Maybe his heart is too pure. The charm is not working well on him anymore. This is not our plan, Beatrice shouted. I have not even accomplished my mission yet. Now they are talking about their mother, especially that Ethan. Baba, do something. Baba replied, we need a stronger charm, but it will cost more. Give me a huge amount of money and I will prepare something different. This one will confuse them. It will turn them against each other. We'll make Liam hate Ethan. They will become enemies. Beatrice smiled. Good. Do it. Use anything on Liam. Just stop Ethan before he spoils everything. Baba said, don't worry. I will give you something. Put it in Liam's food. He will start seeing Ethan as his enemy. Beatrice laughed. Thank you, Baba. This is what I want. She ended the call and danced in her room. Elara woke up early that morning, weak and tired. Her eyes were heavy from crying all night. She hadn't heard from her sons in weeks. They didn't call. They didn't visit. Her heart was broken, but she needed to go out and buy a few things. Salt, matches, and a small bottle of kerosene. She stepped out of the house. The sun was hot. As she walked, a few villagers looked at her strangely. Some whispered behind her. Others turned their faces away. Elara ignored them and kept walking. She reached the small shop near the junction and greeted the shop owner with a soft voice. Good afternoon, my son. Please help me with salt and matches. The man stared at her coldly. I'm not selling to you. Elara was confused. What? Why? She asked. Because you're a witch, the man said. You killed your husband. Do you think we don't know? Your sister told the whole village before she left. Evil woman. Go away with your cursed money. Elara froze. You believe that? She asked quietly. I said leave, he shouted. Don't ever come near my shop again. She turned away. Tears filled her eyes as she walked. She cried softly on the way home. God, What kind of life is this? What did I do to deserve this? My sister has turned my children against me. The people now believe I killed my husband. Lord, help me. This is too much. Her voice cracked as she spoke. I only wanted to tell my sister good news. I wanted her to feel happy for me. But now she has taken everything from me, even the little respect I had in this village. She continued walking. Then suddenly she heard a soft, gentle voice behind her. Mom, what's wrong? She turned slowly and saw a very beautiful young girl walking toward her. The girl looked kind and respectful. She was in her 20s. Her face was full of concern. Mom, please talk to me. Why are you crying? Elara looked at her, her lips trembled. I went to the shop to buy salt and matches. The man refused to sell to me. He said I'm a witch. He said I killed my husband. He said my sister told everyone before she left. My sons believed her, too. They left me. Now I have no one. The young girl stepped forward and held Elara's hand gently. Mom, don't cry. I heard what people are saying, but not everyone believes them. She smiled softly. My name is Grace. I just came back from my youth service. I studied in the city. I have no job yet, so I'm staying in the village with my parents for now. Elara looked at her, surprised. Grace continued, my mother told me about you. She said you are a good woman. She said you trained your sons with suffering, that you were always quiet and kind. My parents don't believe the lies. They said your sister is the one who is jealous. Elara's eyes filled with fresh tears. She nodded slowly. Your mother said all that? She asked. Yes, Mom. She said it just a few days ago. Elara began to cry again, but this time with a little relief. God bless you, my daughter. You don't know what your words mean to me. You are so beautiful and respectful. You will marry a very handsome billionaire. Your home will be filled with peace. You will have beautiful children. You will never suffer. Grace smiled. Amen. Mom, thank you. Mom, please give me the money. I will go to the shop and buy everything for you. You go home and rest. Don't worry about those people. Just leave them to God. Elara gave Grace the money. Thank you, my child. You are the only light in my darkness. It's okay, Mom, Grace said kindly. Let me hurry now before the shop closes. I will bring everything to your house. God will reward you, my daughter, Elara whispered. Grace smiled again. I'll be back soon. Please go home now. Elara walked home slowly, but her heart felt a little lighter. Someone still believed in her. Someone still saw her as a mother, and that gave her the strength to keep going. Back in the city, Beatrice was sitting calmly in the large, beautiful living room. Her eyes moved slowly as she watched Liam working on his laptop. She had been waiting patiently for the right moment to strike again. Now was that moment. She cleared her throat and spoke slowly. My son, aren't you tired of your brother working under you? Liam looked up from the laptop, a bit confused. What do you mean, Mom? Beatrice leaned forward. I mean, Ethan is older than you. He should be the one supporting you, not the other way around. Think about it. You are the owner of the company, but he works under you. He lives in your house, spends your money, eats your food like a king. You think he will ever truly respect you? Liam sat back in the chair, staring into space. Beatrice smiled as she continued, my son, he is older than you, but still depending on you like a child. His peers are married with children, living in their own homes, building their own lives. And your own brother is still under your roof, working under you like a servant, pretending to be humble, but inside, he is jealous of your success. Liam blinked. He had never seen it that way before. He began to feel something shift inside his heart. Beatrice added gently. I'm just saying the truth, and you know I'm right. Liam nodded slowly. Do you know that my girlfriend once told me the same thing? She said Ethan is too relaxed under me, like he is waiting for me to fail. But I didn't listen to her then. Now I see it clearly. Beatrice frowned. Good, my son. You're a wise man now. This is what I want to hear. Open your eyes. You've done too much for him. Let him go and make his own way. Liam sat in silence for a moment, then asked, What should I do? Beatrice leaned in closer. Remove him as the manager of your company. Ask him to move out. He is not a child. He should go and build his own life. Liam nodded slowly. You are right, Mom. He's been under me for too long. Beatrice smiled widely. Exactly. Now listen. I have an idea. Samuel, my son, is still in the village. He's working on a farm. He is very loyal and hardworking. You can bring him here and make him your new manager. At least he will respect you. Liam rubbed his chin. You're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll think about it. Later that day, Ethan came back home from a business meeting. He looked tired but peaceful. He greeted Liam. Liam, how are things? How did the team respond to the new policy? We need to talk, Liam said firmly. Ethan looked confused. Okay, about what? I've decided to remove you as the manager in my company. Ethan's face changed. What? Liam continued, from today onward, you're no longer the manager. I will find someone else to take over, and also, I want you to pack your things and move out of this house. Ethan stepped back, shocked. Liam, what are you saying? Where is this coming from? Liam raised his voice. Don't ask me questions. It's my company, my house, and my decision. You have no right to question me. Ethan's heart was beating fast. Is this Mom Beatrice's idea? Liam snapped. This is my idea. Don't blame anyone. Just do what I said. Ethan shook his head. Liam, I've been helping you since you started. We built this company together. I stayed by your side when nobody else did. Why now? Liam pointed at him. Exactly. You stayed too long. You're too comfortable. You should go and start your own thing. You're a grown man. Your peers are already settled. Ethan was quiet for a moment. Then he said, Liam, something is wrong. This is not you. This is not how we talk to each other. You've changed. Liam scoffed. If I've changed, it's for the better. Ethan looked at him sadly. You're being controlled, and one day you will see the truth. Liam laughed and turned away. Spare me the drama. You have 1 month to leave this house. Ethan walked away without another word. He went to his room and sat on the edge of the bed. His hands were shaking. His mind was spinning. He had sacrificed everything for his brother. And now he was being thrown out like a stranger. Meanwhile, Beatrice watched everything from the hallway. She smiled proudly. Her plan was working perfectly. She whispered to herself, now that the foolish Ethan is out of the way, it will be easier to control Liam. That night, Beatrice called Baba Chaik, the medicine man. Baba, she said, the plan worked. Liam has sacked Ethan and asked him to leave, but I want to make sure he doesn't change his mind. Baba replied, good, but remember, this charm will not last forever. You need to make sure Liam remains blind to the truth. Beatrice nodded. Don't worry, I know what to do. The sun was hot that afternoon. Liam drove home from a meeting. His mood was already bad. Traffic had stressed him and one of his deals had fallen through. As he reached the compound, he noticed the gate was still closed. He honked once, no answer. He honked again. Still silence. He frowned deeply. He came out of the car, slammed the door, and walked angrily toward the gate. Just as he reached it, Ethan rushed out of the house. He opened the gate quickly. "Sorry, I didn't hear the horn," Ethan said. "I was in the toilet." Liam didn't say a word. He stared at Ethan with fire in his eyes. Then, without warning, he raised his hand and gave Ethan a heavy slap across the face. The sound echoed through the compound. Ethan froze, his eyes widened in shock. For a moment, he couldn't believe what had just happened. Liam stood there breathing heavily. "You're useless," he shouted. "You can't even open the gate on time. What kind of grown man still lives in another man's house and acts like a king? Your peers are out there building something for themselves, and you're still depending on me." Ethan touched his cheek slowly. His hand shook. The pain from the slap was nothing compared to the shame and anger rising inside him. "You slapped me," Ethan said, his voice low. "You actually slapped me. You, my younger brother. You deserved it," Liam said. "I'm tired of your laziness. You've overstayed your welcome." Ethan looked at him with fire in his eyes. "You've changed, Liam. You're no longer my brother. You're Beatrice's puppet. She has poisoned your mind. She has destroyed everything we built together." Liam laughed harshly. "At least someone opened my eyes. All these years, I thought you were helping me. I didn't know you were dragging me down. You and your mother, the village witch, always pretending to be innocent. Now I know the truth." Ethan's eyes turned red. "What did you just say?" "You heard me," Liam replied. "That woman you call mother is a witch. And you? You are her son. You're both cursed. That's why nothing in your life moves forward." Ethan clenched his fists. "Don't you dare talk about my mother like that. What will you do?" Liam shouted. "Hit me in my own house." "No," Ethan said quietly. "I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with this madness. I won't stay here and let you insult me and my mother again." He turned and walked inside. Ethan packed his small bag quickly. He didn't have much, just a few clothes. As he zipped the bag, his heart was racing. He couldn't believe how far things had gone. He walked out of the room and didn't look back. Beatrice was standing at the hallway, smiling. She didn't say anything. He walked to the bus stop, sweating, angry, and broken. On the way, he remembered all the things they had shared as brothers. How they built the company together. How they cried and prayed and worked. And now it was all gone. All because of one woman. The journey to the village was long. His heart was heavy. When he arrived at Oakhaven, it was already evening. He walked down the narrow path leading to his mother's house. Elara was sitting outside. When she looked up and saw him, she stood quickly. "Ethan," she said. "Is this a dream?" Ethan ran to her and held her tightly. "Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Elara burst into tears. "My son, you came back." "Yes, Mom. I couldn't take it anymore. Liam is no longer the brother I knew. He's changed. He called you a witch. He slapped me." Elara held his face. "He slapped you?" "Yes, Mom. He said, 'We are cursed.' I couldn't stay there anymore. I left everything. I just wanted to come home." Elara led him inside the house. She gave him water to drink and placed food on the table. He ate quietly, and she sat beside him, watching him like a mother watches a lost child who has returned. After he ate, they sat together outside. The moon was rising. The breeze was soft. "Mom," Ethan said. "I'm sorry for not believing you, for letting Auntie Beatrice confuse us, for leaving you here alone." Elara smiled weakly. "It's okay, my son. You have come back. That is enough for me. The truth always comes out. Just wait. God will fight for us." Ethan nodded. "I want to stay here with you, Mom. I don't want to go back." "You will stay," Elara said. "You will rest, and you will rise again. Those who mocked us will one day bow." Ethan looked into her eyes. "I believe you, Mom." She touched his head gently. "My son, your journey has just begun." The next morning, inside Elara's small house, Ethan was already awake. He had swept the compound. He wanted to do everything he could to make her happy again. He was still feeling the pain of what had happened in the city, but he was also feeling peace. Being back with his mother gave him a fresh kind of strength. Elara came out of the room, smiling quietly. "My son, you're awake early," she said, looking around the clean compound. Ethan smiled. "I just want to help, Mom. You've done too much for us already. I need to be useful to you, too." She smiled again. "God will bless you, my son." Just then, they heard a soft knock. Elara said, "It must be Grace. She always comes around this time to check on me." She walked to the door and opened it. Grace stepped in. She greeted, "Good morning, Mom." "Good morning, sir," she said, smiling warmly when she saw Ethan. Elara walked in with her proudly. "Grace, this is my son, Ethan, the one I told you about." Ethan smiled at her, his eyes brightened as he looked at her. She was simple and beautiful. She looked clean and respectful, and the way she greeted showed good upbringing. Elara looked at Ethan and said, "This girl has been helping me so much. She stood by me when nobody else did. When the villagers called me names and refused to sell to me, it was Grace who stood beside me. She bought food for me, cooked for me, and gave me courage. She is like a daughter to me. Please, my son, help me thank her." Ethan smiled at Grace and said, "Thank you very much for helping my mother. You don't know what that means to me. You are very beautiful and kind. God will bless you for your goodness. Don't worry. I will reward you someday." Grace laughed softly, her eyes shy and gentle. And she said, "Mom is like a mother to me. I didn't do anything special. She is a good woman. I only did what I believe is right." Ethan nodded. "You did more than enough. Thank you so much. You are a rare person these days. Nobody wants to help anyone anymore, especially when there's no gain. But you chose to help someone when everyone else turned their back." Grace smiled again and looked at Elara. "Mom, you didn't tell me your son was this gentle and handsome." They all laughed. Elara said, "Now you see where he got it from. I told you my sons were good boys. It's just that something went wrong. But now God is bringing everything back slowly." Meanwhile, in the city, Beatrice sat in the living room with her son, Samuel. He had now settled fully into the company. Liam had made him the new manager, just as Beatrice wanted. Samuel dressed well, moved confidently, and acted like someone who had earned his place. But deep inside, he knew everything was a lie. Beatrice looked at her son with a serious face. "My son, now that you are working inside the company, it's time to take the next step." Samuel looked at her, confused. "What step, Mom? I've already started working. You said I should enter first and earn Liam's trust. I've done that." Beatrice smiled slowly. "Yes, and you've done well. But now we are not just going to work there. We are going to take everything. I want you to start using your pen. Change numbers in the reports. Adjust figures. Steal his money little by little. Don't be greedy. Small amounts quietly. In 6 months, we will own everything. Samuel looked afraid. Mom, are you sure? What if he finds out? Liam is very smart. He doesn't joke with company money. He checks everything himself. He even asks for backup reports from the auditors. Beatrice hissed. Calm down. That's why I'm your mother. Do you think I would send you into battle without protection? Baba has already given me something. We will tie Liam's senses. His eyes will be open, but his brain will not understand anything. He will see the reports and still smile. He won't even notice the money is disappearing. Samuel still looked unsure. Mom, I'm scared. One wrong move and we'll end up in prison. Beatrice frowned. Listen to me, Samuel. This is not the time to be scared. You've already entered the lion's den. Don't act like a goat now. Do you want to go back to the village and carry hoes on the farm again? This is your chance to be rich, to own land, to drive cars, to become a man in this city. Samuel sighed deeply. Okay, Mom. I'll do it, but I'll be very careful. Beatrice smiled. That's my son. Just move small money first. Report fake expenses. Write off things that were never bought. Pretend the suppliers increased their price. Make it real and make it slow. Don't be greedy. That week, Samuel started the plan. In one department's file, he added a fake repair fee. The next day, he claimed a delivery van broke down and needed a new tire. The accounts team paid it, and Liam didn't ask any questions. The money went into a secret account. Each day, he added something small, transport allowances that were never given, missing inventory that never existed, and delivery charges that were never made. Liam remained calm, trusting, and friendly. He believed everything Samuel told him. Every night, Samuel reported to his mother, Mom, I moved 65,000 today. Nobody noticed. Beatrice clapped. Good. Keep going slowly. By the time Liam realizes anything, we will.